May I begin?
You may.
Can you please state and spell your name for the court?
Micah Campbell, Campbell.
And what is your occupation?
I work in an office with computers.
And what did you do for that?
I was in the military
Where do you live?
in Midlands.
And what is your relationship to the defendant?
The defendant's my younger sister.
And how would you describe your relationship with the defendant?
We were pretty close. I mean, I'd watch out for her.
Okay. And would you say you and Bobby's childhood was normal growing up?
Well, not entirely. When we were young, our father left us, so we were just raised by our mom.
And how was it being raised by your mom?
It was pretty tough. I mean, we were kicked on, you know. We kind of grew up on the rough side of town. We didn't really always have the nicest and newest stuff.
Did your mom have any boyfriends?
Yes, there were a lot actually. There was one that we lived with a while. His name was Pat Cross.
And you said you lived with Pat Cross for a while?
Yeah, for a little while.
And how was your relationship with him?
He wasn't especially the most friendly guy. I wasn't that close with him. He was kind of strict.
What about his relationship with Bobby? What did you observe about that?
Well, actually, I just recently found out that, I mean, I had my suspicions, but I just recently found out that he abused her.
You had your suspicions. What made you suspicious of his relationship with Bobby?
Well, there was one incident once when I came home from school and I saw Pat standing over Bobby, and it didn't look good, and he chased me out of there pretty quick.
And after this incident, did you tell your mother?
Yes, I did.
And did she stay with him?
No, she didn't. She actually filed a restraining order against him.
How was Bobby after this incident?
He was pretty withdrawn, pretty quiet. I mean, he'd always been pretty quiet, but he just kind of drew away from everyone.
Okay. How was Bobby in school?
Not the greatest student. I mean, he had his difficulties.
Okay. And did Bobby have many friends?
Not really. I was more or less only a friend.
And did Bobby have any problems with the other children in school?
Some of the kids would pick on her, but she would never really fight back or anything. She would just kind of take it.
Was she ever assaulted, or did you know of by the other children?
There were a few incidents where she received blows to the head.
And can you describe those incidents?
Yeah, there's three that I can recall. There was one when she was 4, and then there was two once she was a little bit older. Once where she was struck by a 2x4, and then another where she was struck by a pistol.
And all these incidents where she received from the assaults?
Yes.
From other children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was Bobby ever violent that you know of as a child?
No, not that I ever witnessed. She would be picked on and all that, but she never fought back or lashed out or anything.
You said that you work in an office job with computers, correct?
Yes.
What did you do before
Objection,
that?
leaving. You said you work in an office with computers, correct?
You can't do that? Even though he already stated it?
You just leave the correct part out.
Okay. You said you worked at an office with computers, correct? Right? No, you said you worked at an office with computers.
Yes, I did.
And before that, what was your occupation?
Well, I was in the military.
And when did you go to the military?
It was right out of high school.
And how did you feel about going on to the military?
I mean, it was a good opportunity for me. I felt a little bad. I felt like I was abandoning Bobby a little bit. I mean, like I said before, I was her only friend, and I always tried to watch out for her.
Did she express to you how she felt about you going to the military?
Well, she felt badly, yeah.
And when you came back from the military, how was your relationship with Bobby?
Well, I mean, I would come around the house every once in a while, and, you know, I mean, I tried to She had changed a lot, obviously, and I was still trying to help her out, like I had before.
You stated earlier that you were close with Bobby.
Yes, I did.
So do you think she would have told you if she had HIV?
Yes, I do.
Do you think Bobby was infected?
No, I don't believe so.
Sorry, wrong question. Do you think Bobby would have told you if she had knowingly infected Don with the prosecution with HIV?
Yeah, if she...
Objection,
His friends.
speculation. Calls for a guess about whether the defendant has HIV or not.
Actually, the proper way to say it would be objection, speculation, calls for speculation on the part of the witness. You can't speculate. You can't guess.
Okay.
It has to be firm fact. We can't be guessing. We have to have,
Did you know that Bobby had HIV?
No, I did not.
Okay. Was Bobby a good mother?
and the rest of you are supposed to be objecting, listening for objection.
Was Bobby a good mother?
Yes, she was. She loved Max very much.
And you're his current, are you his current guardian?
I am at the moment, yes.
And do you feel this is a good environment for Max to be under?
Well, I mean, I'm not a poor parent, but Max really does need his mother. I mean, you look at what happened to how me and Bobby grew up, and we grew up without a father, and a child really needs both of their parents.
Thank you. No further questions.